Hello, my name's Stephanie. I just wanted to come on here and share a little bit about my brain retraining journey. Over the last 10 years, I was really sick and I racked up a whole bunch of diagnoses. I was diagnosed with mold illness and CIRS, which is chronic inflammatory response syndrome, mast cell activation syndrome, or MCAS. I was diagnosed with different food sensitivities and food allergies, Lyme disease, even though that one's kind of questionable because I don't recall ever being bit by a tick, but I did have a lot of the symptoms. Long COVID, dysautonomia, idiopathic intracranial hypertension, hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, GERD, palpitations, asthma, anemia, IBS, leaky gut, SIBO, went down all the route of all the stomach tests that exist, fibromyalgia, migraine, SVT, which is supraventricular tachycardia, adrenal fatigue, TMJ, mental things like chronic PTSD, anxiety, depression, insomnia. I had very extreme dry eyes. I had skin issues, and more. And while I was at my worst, I was mostly in bed most of the time, and I really needed help with things like bathing and drying my hair because I just didn't have the strength or energy. And many days, all I could do was lay in bed and rest. My body was just kind of in this full shutdown state. And I, at the time, was also living extremely isolated, partially due to the pandemic and partially due to the mold illness, which resulted in me living in a hotel for 5 years, which was a very interesting period of my life. And at my worst, I would go to doctors. They would prescribe medications that I couldn't take because I was so reactive. They would prescribe supplements and IVs and things that I had issues taking, B vitamins that are naturally occurring. And so at my worst, I was only eating a handful of different foods. I couldn't take supplements. I could barely do anything. I was extremely sad and depressed and anxious for every symptom and every condition that I had. And I just wanted to share that my life today looks very different. I feel like I'm completely transformed and I'm so, so, so grateful. I'm still working on my healing, things pop up, but there's cool things. My body can mount an immune response to a flu nowadays, which in the past maybe I wouldn't have looked at as something positive. But when you're shut down, everything kind of shuts down. But I'm doing so much better now, even though there's still kind of ups and downs. Overall, it's like an upward trajectory. And I just feel very full of hope that I'm going to have complete healing and I'm able to do so many things now. I'm able to work now. I can socialize. I can go out in the world. I don't live in a hotel anymore. Just so many amazing things. I can walk long distances. I walk around IKEA 5 million steps for 4 hours, things that I couldn't even dream about doing when I was at my worst. And so I just wanted to come on here and say healing is possible. It can happen. It's a lot of work, or at least it was in my, in my situation, but it is completely possible. And, I can eat fast food now, eat in and out. I don't know. It's just crazy, how far I've come, and I still have a lot of goals that I'd like to reach, but I'm just very grateful for all of the tools. And so with that said, I wanted to share more about things that I found very helpful. And these are just things that helped me in my journey. So I guess, one of the biggest ones was brain retraining and nervous system work. I used meditation, hypnosis, trauma therapy, which consisted of brain spotting, EMDR, internal family systems, dynamic needs meeting strategy, and acupuncture, affirmations, gratitude, getting on a normal sleep cycle. So, going to sleep at 10 or 11, waking up early in the morning, getting sunlight, grounding, all of those things really helped. And really just getting support from different therapists, physical therapist, trauma-informed practitioners, my hypnotherapists, coaches. I feel like that was really key to helping me feel safe and seen and heard and like kind of releasing a lot of the worries and feeling less alone. And that helped me to heal. So, yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm happy to share. Thank you. Bye.